are you fucking kidding me? Whoa, okay, careful where you're flying there, bud. That's an interesting shape. It's also funny. I know that there's a whole thing about this being like, about the flight thing being super casual. I mean, they're like, the lock-on is like, ugh. And like, I know that I don't have the like most intense setting, right? For I don't have the most intense settings for ship difficulty, ship combat difficulty. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's interesting. It's also something I just, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't want it, because, yeah, I want it. Yeah, the space combat is an interesting part of the game, just like, it's just the game as a whole I don't give a shit about. Okay, what do we got? Aluminum, beryllium? Cool, whatever. I don't give a shit. Also having cider at... Well, it was like, what, 4... It was like 4:30 when I started this? I guess that's respectable. I usually have it when I... usually have a cider or alcoholic beverage when I stream or in the evening. Is there traits? God damn it. You know, let's also maybe observe Starfield versus Star Citizen and things, right? Because I'm just thinking, like, I don't... Yeah, I don't, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things, because I'm just thinking, like... Well, for one thing, we don't have exploration gameplay in Star Citizen, so I have no idea how tedious it is. I guess we do have, like, the Copians, and, like, the wild hunting things, where, like... I think they used to have a mission where they just gave you a marker and told you where to go, and now they don't have them. But there are missions that require you to, like... They were missions to, like, go hunt a Copian, and now we have different missions that are go collect Copian horns. Specific kind of Copian horns. They don't tell you where to find them, but there is a trick to them, and you have to look at external sources, which is fucking stupid, and like... and like, actually, what in the fuck? Like, and I think actually, genuinely, realistically, really, they did actually, were just like, hey, Tundra Copians are, like, impossible to fucking find, I don't think they actually exist, and CIG's official response was like, oh yeah, go look at this guide. Go look at the community guides, ask the community. It's like... Now I'm thinking that, because, like, I don't know, I mean, community is gonna do cool stuff, but it's also, like... Yeah, I mean, like, some, and, you know, maybe for some stuff there are some reasons. I don't know. Like... Well, yeah, I don't know, because, like, even 1.0, they're not going to be done balancing things, and they're going to tweak numbers and stuff. It's not going to be... It isn't going to be one for one. It isn't going to be like, oh, here are all the stats. They're never going to change. They've literally said as much. So, like, they have to make a system. They have to make a system that can tell you the statistics of items and have it be flexible. And, you know, hopefully also by that logic, you know, like, oh, well, Copians... I mean, even if it's, like, some, like, very scientific thing of, oh, Copians only spawn in, you know, in, like, climates between this range, this kind of vegetation, or this kind of fauna, this kind of flora, this elevation. You know, that sort of a thing. Instead of, oh, just go look for this here. I mean, that's what a community guide is. Like, okay, so, alright, so they only show up in places that are 50 degrees Fahrenheit? Or like, I don't know what the fuck that is. 15 degree? 10? We'll say 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know. That sounds right. That sounds close enough. Yeah, I don't know. But it would be a community guide that would be like, okay, so Tundra Copions spawn, like, at the brown parts of Microtech, or the places that have, like, orange fauna. From atmosphere, they look brown. And they only show up at a elevation of 100 meters or more. I think it's 100 meters, don't quote me. Just as an example. I'm pretty sure pretty close to being the actual numbers example. Licorice soda would be nice. Starfield, on the other hand, though, just, like, gives you a bunch of, like, oh, scan iron on this planet, and scan iron on that planet, and there's no difference, and there's, like, not a huge amount that's super interesting or anything. I mean, like, again, we don't have exploration gameplay in Starfield, or in Star Citizen. I'm getting them mixed up now. I need a nap, and I don't have fucking time for a nap. We don't have exploration gameplay in Star Citizen, so it's not a one-to-one thing, but... I don't know. I wouldn't say that Star Citizen necessarily respects your time, like, super, super well either, though. Starfield is just a lot of repetition for the sake of repetition. Anyways, until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.